Hey everyone, my name is Sima, welcome to my channel, and today I will be doing an update on how I'm doing with my little queer eyeing myself / self-improvement year-long project. Today is October 1st. Actually, it's technically October 2nd because it's past midnight. It's currently a little past 3 in the morning. I was gonna go to bed, but the United States president got diagnosed with COVID about 2 hours ago, or they announced it anyway. And so that kind of shot me awake. So I decided might as well make this update because I was supposed to do it about a week ago if I wanted to do it right on the 1 month line. Anyways, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm doing a self-improvement project. There's a longer video about that explains the whole thing and why I'm doing it and the whole mission that I'm on. But this is my first update, so this is part 2 of that. It's gonna be a quick one, just tell you guys how I'm doing, where I've made progress, where I've not made progress. Shouldn't be too long, I don't have too much to say yet, but feeling really good about it. Before we hop into that, if you wanna stick around to see how this whole thing goes, I'm planning to document it over the course of a year, so you can subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, and if you could like this video if you enjoyed it, that'd be awesome. Something really cool that happened after I posted my first video was actually, one, a lot more people watched it than I expected, just in my like personal circle, you know what I mean? Like I just thought like really close friends would watch it, but turns out like lots of people who I talk to, maybe not so much on a frequent basis, reached out to me about it, which was super cool. It was nice to see that what I said could have that kind of impact on people. Like I said, I was always hoping that this would not only be like kind of a little like, mini diary for myself, but it would also be something other people could watch and resonate with. So to actually have that happen just off of the first video has been really cool. So if you're one of those people and you're watching again, well, thank you. Your words made me very happy, made me feel far less insecure about putting so much of myself out there. So that's been awesome. So month 1 updates, things have gone kind of like, I would say steadily upward, maybe not as steep of a climb as I'd been anticipating when I planned this whole thing out. I always like, you know when you plan something out and you're like, I'm gonna be so good right out of the gate, and then you actually start doing it and you're like, oh, actually you have to work hard. That's kind of been happening, but I'm trying not to let it discourage me because that's kind of what I always do. So let's just start with the first pillar, which is Antony's pillar, which is like food. And so I started cooking. I made this really cool salmon cabbage dish that I will insert a picture of if I can find one. I remember taking a photo to send it to my friends to prove that I was cooking. So if I can find that photo, I'm going to insert it. I've been cooking a couple meals, but not as often as I would like. I'm still getting takeout a lot, which I really want to cut back on, A, for health reasons, and B, just because it costs money and I would like to save money because I have like no savings. I think my issue was when I worked like at the office, I was trying to cook. So my camera died. Sorry, so if like the lighting or the angle and stuff changed a little bit, it's just because I had to swap memory cards and stuff kind of got moved around, but sorry about that. So yeah, when I went to work, I would cook a lot of food for like 2 weeks straight, and then I would just eat the leftovers for 2 weeks. And that kind of worked just because I had less time when I had to actually like leave the house to go to work, and it was just like a struggle. But I really don't like leftovers. I always find that they have like a certain taste, and most foods just don't keep well. Like that's like such a first world problem to be like, I don't like the way leftovers taste, but like a lot of the time home cooking, especially certain proteins, like I just don't find they like do well in the fridge, even like for especially for more than a day, you know what I mean? So I think like cooking bulk like that like wasn't the best, just to entice me to keep doing it. And I think now that I'm working from home because of COVID, it gives me more of an opportunity to like cook just every day, or like every other day at least, instead of doing it like once every 2 weeks. And I think doing that would also just get me upstairs more so I could see my roommates more and socialize with them, because it's like, so it's kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone. So I might just start trying to do that, like just cooking more often, but like in smaller quantities. And yeah, hopefully that'll help me like cut down on takeout and just also be healthier. Oh, the other thing is I ordered Brita filters and they finally came. So I'm gonna start trying to drink more water, because I have like a thing with our tap water. I find it tastes weird. And then I had like a Brita filter, like a jug, and I just found that it didn't help very much. Like I still thought the water tasted weird, and my friend suggested that I just swap out the filter, because it might just be the filter's too old, because I know you swap them out every 3 months, and mine hasn't been used very much, but it's definitely older than that. So if they just like degrade over time, that might be it. So hopefully I can get hydrated. I'm thinking maybe like just like 1 regular water, and then 2 like I want to drink more like lemon water with like salt in it, you know, like the pink Himalayan salt. I've heard that's like good for like electrolyte levels and stuff. So anything that will get me drinking less soda and more water, I think is a good thing. I'm also slowly like, getting all the junk out of my house. I don't like throwing away food just because I feel bad, because like food waste is a terrible thing and so many people are like going hungry. So I'm trying to like slowly work my way through the junk food and then just not replace it with anything. The other thing is, one of the people that reached out to me after my first video was my aunt, who lives in the United States. Like, wonderful woman, love her to death. She reached out to me and she sent me this really long email that I still haven't answered because I'm a terrible person who needs to get her shit in order. But she sent me a really long email and it was really sweet, but she also talked about like the kind of food that she's been eating and like kind of what's worked for her and for her family. So that's kind of one thing I want to do a little bit more research into and maybe try out because it sounded like it might be good for me and all my like PCOS, insulin resistance bullshit. So that's one thing I'm looking into. So hopefully by next month's update, which will not really be in a month, it'll probably be the end of October because I want to get back on track to do it every month and not every 5 weeks. Hopefully by the end of October update, I will have some good news about where that's going and just more substantial food updates. Moving to Bobby, I don't really have much to say about Bobby / the house renovation stuff. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a whole lot here. There just hasn't really been time to kind of think about like, oh, furnishings, how to make my living space look better. But the one thing I really want to do is I'm trying to clean more, just vacuum more often. Like Luna sheds like crazy, so I really do need to vacuum more often so there's not like fur balls everywhere. I did get a bath mat, which has been awesome because I've been wanting one for the bathroom for a really long time, and I got one from the dollar store and it was just like really crummy. It would not stay on the floor. Luna was constantly flipping it over. It just wouldn't stay put and it was like not, like it was just kind of crummy because obviously it's from the dollar store. But I finally got one that like was reasonably priced and matched the color scheme of the bathroom and stuff, so that was kind of fun. The one thing I guess I'm thinking about is like I've always thought making your bed is really pointless because you're just like, you make it and then you just like muss it up again and like that was kind of like, what's the point, you know what I mean? But now I'm kind of thinking I should maybe try. I've heard like making your bed in the morning is actually like really good for your psyche, and I know whenever I've made my bed before going on like vacation or something, when I've gotten back and I've opened my door and it's been like a clean bed, I've always been like, oh, I feel really good. I feel like really happy. So I'm thinking maybe if I can muster up like the mental fortitude to start making my bed. I'm not gonna even try to say every day because every time I'm like, I'm gonna start doing something every day and like consistently commit to it, I like give up. But if I can just like try to make it into a habit on mornings where I'm up for it mentally to just like try to make my bed, even if it's really like half-assed and I'm just like straightening out the duvet or something, I might try that. I think I'm gonna try that. See how it feels. Maybe it'll be good for me. Moving on to tan France / fashion / like my appearance and all that. I think one of the things I mentioned was that I wanted to try combining my mostly black wardrobe with other colors. As you can see, I'm wearing this blue like cardigan thing that's actually not new. I got it for work purposes like last summer, I think, but I'm trying to like incorporate stuff like that more. I'm mostly wearing it right now because I'm cold because I live in a basement and I keep the windows open because I like being cold, but it was just getting a little too chilly. So I'm trying to like incorporate more of the colored stuff that is for my wardrobe that I usually would only wear to like work, because a lot of my colored stuff is also like plain stuff because I got it for work. I'm trying to incorporate that more with like the more graphic-y stuff under it. I'm actually wearing heels right now, which is kind of fun. Torrid is one of the only places that has like wide shoes readily available, and I have wide feet, so their 7.5 wides fit me like perfectly. So I've started getting shoes from them online. I got a pair a while ago and they seemed good quality and they were pretty comfortable, so that's kind of like gave me the go ahead to feel like okay about ordering from them again. And right now I'm wearing heels, which is nice because I usually feel either terrible in heels because they're way too narrow and they like pinch my feet, or they just don't fit at all. So having like heels that are like wide enough but also like good for me to practice walking around in heels, that just made me feel really nice, you know what I mean? Like I don't think people need to, like women especially, don't need to wear heels. I've always been very anti that stance, and like the only reason I'm wearing these is just because like it's kind of fun. It makes me a little taller, makes me walk a little straighter with my posture and stuff. So I've just been walking around the house in these. Maybe I'll incorporate them outside into an outfit, but for now I'm just trying to like break them in. But they're very cute. Maybe I'll insert a picture if I can find it on the website again. I'll put a picture of the ones I'm wearing right now. So like I said, I'm trying to like be more brave with my choices, and when I did the shoe order from Torrid, I have the coupons and stuff, that's why I made this order. But I decided to also kind of go out of my box and get some like unconventional things that like I normally wouldn't feel brave enough to buy. So one of them was like a floral short skirt, like it goes like above my knees. I don't really wear patterned bottoms ever, so a floral skirt is a skirt and it's floral, and I figured that's a big deal, and I could maybe like pairing the like floral bottoms with like a black graphic tee would be kind of fun, I think. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna try that. I got like a yellow sort of, the website called it a kimono, but it's not a kimono. It's like not what a kimono is, and it's kind of vaguely like icky and kind of culturally appropriative. It was originally like 60 bucks and then it was on sale for $9. So I was like, okay, well, I think that's a sign from the gods that I need to get something colorful. So it's like this yellow lacy kind of like cover top thing. Like it's kind of like the same sort of shape as this, but it's like yellow and lacy. So I got that because again, I think yellow on top of the black graphic tees would look kind of cute with like a pair of pants or something, or even like shorts. because it's like, since it's so lacy, it's like you can kind of wear it any season, I think. So the last thing is actually also, it's still a black item, but I got it because it's so like unconventional for me and like kind of gothic and spoke to my soul, but it's like a black like maxi skirt, or no, sorry, it's described as a midi skirt, which I think is like not knee length, but not full, like not maxi, like not down to your ankles. But for me, it's like, because I'm short, it's longer on me, so it's kind of like almost borderline maxi on me. But it's like a black longer skirt, and it has like just like a regular skirt part, and then over it, it's like got like a black lace thing, and it just like looks really pretty and gothic, and I just was like, I want to wear this and look like a witch. So I got that. All things that are very outside of my wheelhouse, not things I would like pick out if I was trying to keep up with my old choices, but we are getting unconventional. We're gonna put those outfits on and we're gonna try to make ourselves feel good about it. Moving on, we're gonna go to JVN, Jonathan Van Ness, our grooming expert. So one of the gross things I talked about in my other video was that I struggle with brushing my teeth on a regular basis, which is still something we're working on. But I did go to the dentist this week, which was awesome. Got my cleaning done. I'm good for the next 3 months. And that kind of gave me like a fresh start to do the whole brushing teeth thing on top of. So right now we're like still struggling with doing it consistently, but I've been trying to not let like forgetting one night or not having the energy for it one night like ruin the whole rest of the week. Like I'm trying to like just like let it go and start fresh, and that's kind of been working with mixed results. But I'm going to brush my teeth before I go to bed tonight. I'm telling myself I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it. I've also been trying to shower more just so my hair gets less tangled, because like I said, I don't shower like infrequently. Like it's just like I don't know how to manage the curly girl method aspects between days like 3 and like 5. So when I wash my hair every 6 days, it's kind of like by day 6 it's like super tangled because I haven't been brushing it and I don't know what to do with it. So it's not like it's not like my hair is dirty, and it's not like the body hygiene is bad. It's just like I need to do it because the hair is like starting to get like matted and takes forever to brush out, and that's just because I don't know how to handle the curly girl hair maintenance thing after like day 2. Like I need to figure out a way to like refresh the curls and still be able to comb through it without it all getting frizzy, without me having to hop into the shower every time, because that kind of like defeats the purpose, right? So still working on that, but like we're not like not thinking about it. Like we're actively trying to figure that out. The other thing I've been doing is, I don't know if people have been noticing in my videos if you are watching them, but I've been painting my nails more. Not because I think I need to do it, just because it's one of those things where I have so much nail polish, because nail polish and having painted nails like brings me so much joy. Like every time I see my nails and they're like freshly painted, I just like, it's like a little like fun surprise for myself. So I've been trying to do that more often and like change the color out more often. I used to just like kind of let it chip away, and then I would redo it, and I would like sometimes for the whole like both hands to fully chip off would take like a month at least. So now it's kind of like when it starts chipping, I've been taking it all off with nail polish remover and picking out a new fun color, or layering it with like some fun glitter or like Holo Tacos from like Christine's Simply Illogical. So I've been having fun with my nails, and it's just like a little thing that is like, I don't know, soothes my brain when I'm like putting on the nail polish, but also it's just like a fun surprise for me. And I've been trying to let myself do more of that and not be like, well, this is like a waste of time. You can be doing so many more productive things with the like hour or so it takes you to do, or hour and a half it takes you to paint your nails. So that's the JVN part. On to Karamo. So this is culture / mental health / like the biggest mountain for me to climb. I saw my therapist, Sarah. I think I saw her the week I filmed the first video, and then I saw her again. So I've seen her twice since I last spoke about this. It's been good. We have been unpacking some things. It appears that I may or may not have some, what the kids are calling trauma, linked to events that occurred between the ages of like 13 and 18, let's say, that I didn't recognize as traumatic, but I'm starting to realize now that things that happened in those years had a profound impact on me that still clings to me to this day. And just that lack of like stability and certainty in my life really messed with me, and it's connected to a lot of the issues I have now, both within myself and interpersonally. So these are all realizations that we are having. Kylie Jenner was right when she said it's the year of realizing things. She was just wrong about the year, because this is the year of realizing things.
And I feel like this year is really about like the year of just realizing stuff, and everyone around me, we're all just like realizing things.
Oh boy, am I realizing many things. So that's therapy. Highly recommend it. We'll check back in with you guys on how that's going. Probably next month. Oh, the one thing I'm really excited about is that I've actually started doing these YouTube videos. Like I've started the YouTube channel and I've been sticking to it so far. Like what is this, week like 4? Yeah, I've posted 4 videos I think now. So it's like a month. I've been doing this for a month, which is crazy. Like it doesn't Sorry, there's dog hair flying everywhere because I'm like excited and gesturing and all the dog hair is flying off my clothes, but I didn't think, it doesn't feel like it's been a month, and I didn't think, like I really thought I would have slipped up by now, but so far it's been going really great. Like, I'm really excited. I'm really getting into, I think I'm getting into like a rhythm for editing, and I'm figuring stuff out, and like I'm just having a lot of fun with it. Like, no one's watching my videos except for my really close friends, and that's like totally cool with me. Like, I don't even mind, because I'm just like having fun with something that's like part a challenge, but not so disheartening. Like, I don't feel like I'm a total failure at it, because I do have some baseline skills that I can see like where I want to improve, but I also can see myself improving. Like, it's not like picking up a whole new instrument or a whole new hobby where I'm like, I'm completely useless on day one. So it's kind of about that balance where I'm challenging myself and I'm pushing myself, but I still feel really good about like my successes, and I'm just like really excited. Like, I can't believe it's been a month. So that's been awesome. The YouTube thing has been cool. Really enjoying it. Hopefully like the start of me learning that if you put work into things and commit to them, you will grow, hopefully. So yeah, YouTube thing's been great for my psyche, I think. It's been fun. It's very kind of narcissistic. Like, I'm just like, every week I'm gonna put a video of myself into the void that nobody's gonna watch. But it's okay. Like, it's like I thought I'd feel really insecure about it. Like, I thought I'd be like, oh, this video only got 20 views, and be like really sad about like all the time that I put into it. But like, I don't care. Like, I thought I would care, but, and I was worried that would be like really like disheartening and discouraging. But I don't care. Like, I thought I would, but I don't. It's kind of like every single view I'm like, oh, it's a whole person. Or like I look at like the watch times and I'm like, oh, yeah, they're not the whole video, but someone sat and watched my video for 10 minutes. It's like when they could be watching like literally anyone else on the entire YouTube, or like on TV or on Netflix or Hulu or something. So like, I'm having a lot of fun with this. So if you're here, thank you for making it fun. And if you're not here, that's cool too, because you're not gonna hear any of this. But yeah, YouTube, really awesome. Really good for my mental health. I told Sarah about it and she thought it was a really good step too. She thought it was really cool that I was like committing to something that like, you know, was a bit of a challenge, like not completely out of my wheelhouse, but still something new for me to try. And I've been doing it. I've been doing the thing. And the other thing that I'm very stoked about is I have done some like heavy lifting in terms of phone calls. Oh guys, I went to the doctor. I called the doctor. I made an appointment. Then we had a video call, or sorry, then we had a phone call, like consult / first appointment. And now I have to call them again to follow up on that because it took me a while to send the form back to them. I had the doctor thing. I'm hopefully gonna get a new family doctor, and then like she also wants me to do tests, which I'm very, very stressed out about. Like, I'm really, really freaked out by these tests. I'm really freaked out they're gonna tell me I'm diabetic or something, but I feel okay about it also because like the doctor seemed really sweet, and just like the email my aunt sent me again like made me feel better about things. Like, talking to my friends, like my friends have been like really reassuring about how like even if I am diabetic, like, it's not like this weird death sentence thing, and it's really just like a baseline measure of like, you know, where my blood sugar's at and stuff. And like, I don't know, I'm hoping it's a good start. I'm like really freaked out about it, but I'm really glad I took that step because again, like not going to the doctor for like 2-3 years knowing I have like a condition is kind of stupid. So I'm glad we got the ball rolling on that. Called the doctor, called the dentist, went to the dentist, called Luna's insurance because there were some payment issues that I had to work out, and it wouldn't let me do it through the website. So I had to call them, and I did. I called them and I left a message because nobody picked up, but if someone had picked up, I was totally willing to talk. So from a social anxiety, I hate making phone calls, everything scares me perspective, like that's been lit. Those successes, we are praising the small successes. We're not telling ourselves we're stupid for being scared about stuff, and we're just telling ourselves that even the small stupid successes are wins. They're wins and we're gonna be happy about them. I'm trying to be nicer to myself. There are days where I'm still like, I've had days these past month where I've been really, really down on myself, and then I've tried to pull myself out of it and just be like, you know what? No. The negative self-talk is not getting you anywhere. So like, I'm still kind of bad at it. I still do it a lot. It's like instinctive, right? Like when you've been talking shit about yourself for so long, it's like instinctive to fall back on that. But when I catch myself, like I don't catch myself a lot of the time, but when I catch myself, I've been trying to tell myself that, you know what, like you are cool and you do have stuff to offer and you're not useless and you're a cool person who loves her friends and your friends are lucky to have you, and you're a good employee and you're a good journalist and you're just good at stuff that you try to be good at. And you have like, and even if you weren't like good at things, you are a good person. And I'm really trying to believe that. Like, I'm trying so hard, you guys. Oh, the other thing is I am figuring out stuff with Luna's classes. So part of my whole like depression spiral was that I was really bad at training Luna when I first got her. Like, so Luna knows how to do a lot of things. Like, she can sit, she can lie down. She is sporadic, but will sometimes listen when I tell her to come or when I tell her to drop something. but she's like really not like she can and should be trained a lot better than she is. And look, that's fully on me for not doing the job that I had to do when I first got her. But like fully like the dogs, old dogs can't be taught new tricks thing is bullshit. Like you can train a dog at any age. So we are getting back on the bandwagon. I actually started this whole bandwagon thing in like February. Like I started taking Luna back to classes, and like we were doing training stuff, and then the classes kind of fell off because of COVID. And then I didn't keep that up at home because again, COVID, depression, and then all that stuff. But I've taken the steps to go figure out how to go back to her classes and finish up the 5 we have left. And like, we're gonna get back on the training shtick, and it'll be good for me to have to consistently do something, like practice it and do it a lot. And it'll be good for Luna because she deserves better, man. She deserves to be more well-behaved through my actions and through positive reinforcement and through me being a good owner to her. That's something I've started working on this month, and I'm going to carry it into October. Is hopefully by the end of October, when I do my next update, we will have good Luna training updates that in turn are good Sima updates, because it means Sima committed to something and did it and got the job done. So that kind of wraps what I've done this month. It's not super intensive, but it's like a start, and I'm not gonna beat myself up for it not being as big a dramatic of an update as I was hoping. I take steps, and I think that's important. I talk to people I haven't talked to in a while, and hopefully I can keep talking to those people, because it's been nice catching up with people and reconnecting with people and seeing this video like resonated with people. In terms of goals for month 2, food thing, start cooking again, brushing my teeth. I think this is a good month to start incorporating some form of like exercise into my day-to-day life. It doesn't need to be, like I know I'm gonna wanna do like 5 days a week right off the bat, but I think I'm gonna try to be realistic and just be like, if you can do once a week consistently for this month, we'll consider that like job well done. But even if you do it like once this month, job well done, because it's one more time than you did last month. So hopefully I want to incorporate some kind of exercise into the month going forward. The other thing I want to do is I want to go to the library and check out a book and try to read a physical book, because one, I have a friend who made some really, really great recommendations of books that I might like, and I want to take their suggestions and run with them. And 2, I need to start reading again. Like I said, reading used to be one of my biggest passions. I want to get into it. So those are my goals for the next month. Brushing my teeth, cooking more, Luna's training, library, exercise. And hopefully my next update, we will have that and maybe even some more fun things to talk about. I'm hoping to film that by the end of October. Maybe like a Halloween upload. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll film it on Halloween and do something fun on my face. I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. I upload every Wednesday. So I will see you guys next week, and bye, stay safe out there.